Alright, what's going on, guys? Trey back again here to bring in another video. This one's going to be talking about The Walking Dead Season 3. I'm calling this one What I Want to See. So I don't think I'm going to do multiple parts of this. This will probably just be it. Pretty much, this is going to be me talking about the things that I want to see, the key things I want to see in The Walking Dead Season 3. So, maybe some particular things from Season 2 and going forward. So first, right off the bat, the first thing I definitely want to see Walking Dead Season 3 is, because it's going to be 16 episodes, I don't want it to feel like it's slower paced. Now, there were a few episodes in The Walking Dead Season 2 that were a little bit slow paced. A lot of people feel like the first season was of a faster pace than the second season. And I'm not sure I entirely agree with that, because at the end of the first season, we did get at the CDC a couple parts there that were a little slow. You probably could have condensed them both into one episode. And, there was an episode in between, I think, that was a little slow when Rick gets back to the camp, which makes sense. But, because he's just finding his family again for the first time after losing them, being in his coma and everything. But Season 2 had a good solid maybe 4 or 5 episodes that people could consider to be slow-paced. Obviously, the premiere of Season 2 was not slow-paced. The second episode, Bloodletting, was pretty slow-paced, I have to say. Save the Last One was a really good episode, even though there was a little bit of slow pacing there, the parts that weren't with Shane and Otis going to get the medicine. And let's see, after that there was a couple episodes that were pretty slow, I'd have to say, up until we got to pretty much Dead Already with the bar and everything that happened there. And then I think the rest of the season was pretty damn good. There was a couple times there where I felt like maybe particular storylines were being drawn out just a little bit too much. I felt like the Sophia arc might have been just a little bit too long, maybe 1 or 2 episodes too long, just dragged out a little bit. Maybe later on the Randall arc could have been condensed just a tiny bit. So just a few things there with Season 2. I'd have to admit, though, I do see people's point when they say that it, because it was more episodes and the budget was smaller, it it was a little bit of a slower pace in some of it, and I have to agree with that. I just think that the ending was so great with the Shane getting killed by Rick, and the season finale, Dale's death, all that kind of stuff was just so exciting that it made up for all of it. It was really, really good. Now, the next season is going to be another additional 3 episodes. So it's going to be 16 episodes, which is quite a bit. Now, in 16 episodes, there is a lot of opportunity there for slow pacing, for slow episodes. And I really hope that doesn't become the norm for Season 3, because Season 2 was so great, my favorite season. Season 1 was good. Season 2 I liked even better. Season 3 I hope is even better than Season 2. Hopefully AMC gets the budget down and gives them a really good budget, bigger than the first 2 seasons, maybe double of what they had in the second season or something like that to work with, because I mean, this is an awesome show, and it's obviously getting tons of ratings. It's their highest rated show ever, probably. So you want to see them give some money to the producers and everything, so that they can do things properly and really do a good job of this, because if they're going to be moving on to the prison as the next location, which it looks like they're going to be doing, we don't want to get into the habit of where they just lock themselves inside and you get like 8 episodes of them just inside the prison, just in their cells and just talking and stuff. And we want to see that mixture of action and character development. Action, character development. You got to have both. It should be a good solid mixture. I think probably about half and half is great. We probably won't see that every episode because it costs too much. But at least if we're going to get a good solid out of every hour of The Walking Dead, or after commercials 42 minutes or whatever it is, if we get to see a solid amount of 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of action, then that's enough per episode. Any less than that, and it feels like to me they're dragging it because of the number of episodes. So that's the biggest thing that I want to see. I want to see fast pace. Fast pacing. I don't want to see slow pacing like we got a little bit of halfway through the second season, because nobody likes that. That's no fun. So yeah, no slow pacing. Right off the bat, I want to see Lori die. I want to see somebody kill Lori. Either a zombie or maybe Daryl just gets tired of olive oil. He just shoots her with an arrow or something. I want to see somebody kill Lori. Carol's the same. I want to see somebody kill Carol. Can't wait until we see something happen with that. Maybe her commit suicide. That'd be cool. I like that. So those two characters, those are really the only two characters I really want to see die. I mean, you can kill either of Herschel's daughters. Well, Maggie's safe, but you could kill Beth is her name. You could kill Herschel, I guess. These are all good deaths. I think that they could make a good solid 3 or 4 episode arcs out of. In the third season. So want to see the body count go up. Also want to see Rick kill some more people. Rick, maybe Daryl. Would like to see Daryl kill Merle. That would be sick. Like Merle come back and then have Daryl kill him. Want to see a lot of people inside the prison. So probably a good solid, let's say 5 or 10 people locked inside the prison itself. I'd like to see that, so it gives us a lot more characters. Because I feel like the character roster right now is a little small compared to what we're used to. I mean, the beginning of season 1, we had a huge roster. Season 2, there was, we added on Herschel's family, so that added on a lot of characters. And at the end of season 2, because of everything that went down, we lost a lot of characters. So, yeah, we'll get to spend more time with these particular characters, but I think that they should still add on some new characters too, because I think it'll be hard to write if they don't add on some more characters. I just think that the group's pretty small right now, especially if there's going to be any kind of war between them and another group like Woodbury with the governor or, Randall's group. I'm starting to think now that maybe Randall's group was not the governor's group and that it was they're different groups. You know what I mean? Like they're totally different, and Randall's group is totally like a new group just for the television show and possibly not, something that we've seen in the comic books. Like something totally different. And I like that too. I want to see the show become even more unpredictable and, go away from the comic book even more, like be less like the comic book to the point where it's hard for any of us to even, who've read the comic book to even have any idea what's going on or who these characters are. I like to see a lot more new characters with that other group and maybe, just the people at the prison. Changing of characters, like to see a lot of the characters be different, which just helps with the unpredictableness of the show, or unpredictability of the show. So that's another thing too. I don't want to see Andrea find the group right away. I want to see Andrea and Michonne be lost for a while. And I don't just mean like one episode. I mean like I want to see them be lost for a good solid 3-4 episodes, trying to find the group, getting in lots of trouble, and having Michonne just kick some ass, just cutting zombies' heads left, right, and center, trying to find the group, and them just struggling and having a lot of trouble finding them, and be lost for a while. I mentioned in one of my other videos, I don't think it makes sense for them to just find the group right away. I think they should be off, looking around, doing stuff, maybe running into trouble, all this kind of stuff, and then just getting away with it, because Michonne's such a badass, and Andrea's got a great shot, so, and she's tough too, so it'd be cool to see them get into some trouble and not actually meet up with the, the core group right off the bat. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, so I want to see less relationship stuff between Glenn and Maggie. I'd like to see them sort of more be identified as characters more and not be like, like everything about them in season 2 was about each other and them, getting together and stuff. I'd like to see more development of who Maggie is as a person, what she's like, more development of who Glenn is, and and what he's like and how he's changing, and not just and have it just not be about the relationship all the time, because I think there's more to life than just relationships. That doesn't define a person, just how their relationship is. There should be more to people than that. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be cool. Yeah, I'd like to see, right off the bat in the first episode, I'd like to see some scenes from the perspective of the governor, from the perspective of other characters out there in the world, instead of just following Rick's group. I think it'd be cool to introduce it with Rick's group, and then maybe like 10 or 20 minutes into the first episode, show us what's going on with the governor and his group, and kind of get us caught up to speed on who he is and an introduction to him. And, and just so that we start to get to know him and this kind of stuff. I think that would be kind of cool. Maybe have Andrea Michonne find that group instead of their own group. I think that kind of stuff would be pretty interesting. I'd like to see, be good for the first episode would be to see Rick's group clear out the prison. So go find the prison, go there, and just kill like 100 zombies in the first premiere. Like just lay them out, just tons of them, just putting them down, and just see Rick just like laying them out one after another, after another, after another, just just like a monster. Like maybe sort of like as many kills as Herschel got in the last episode. So that'll be cool. Another thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see Rick, having some flashbacks of what happened with Shane and kind of, talking about Shane and, just kind of maybe reminiscing, but at the same time, kind of doubting himself for what he did and what he had to do and what happened with that situation. So just kind of some thoughts in his mind, and as a character developing, but also looking back at what happened with that at the end of the last season, because I think that that's a traumatic event, something that to him is going to change him as a person, and I'd like to see him kind of thinking about that a lot, maybe seeing his face in his mind when he's sleeping or something, like wake up, after they go to sleep, and this kind of stuff. Like I'd like to see all that. I think that would be all good. I don't really want to see them go back to the farm, unless they just go back there for food or supplies or something. I don't want to see them like live there again, at least not right now. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for now, guys. Let me know what you guys would like to see in The Walking Dead season 3. Any particulars? Let's talk about it. We still got let's see, June, July, August, September. So we got 4 months. So quarter of a year left. Jesus. A third of a year left. Damn it. Oh, it's a tough wait. Later, guys. Peace.